Toyota has revealed the all-new 6th generation of the RAV4 for the 2026 model year, and as you can see, it gets bold new styling, a fresh interior, and more trims than ever before, including a new GR Sport version. All 2026 RAV4s are electrified as well, following the Camry by making a hybrid powertrain the standard powertrain now. Unlike the Camry though, there's also expanded availability of an improved plug-in hybrid powertrain as well. In this video, I'll cover all you need to know about it and make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for a hands-on tour of the new RAV4 soon, as well as a driving review later this year. So, as far as the styling, let me know what you think about it in the comments below, but personally, I think it looks pretty good, and the variety of styling that's available is great, so that there's a version for everyone. Dimensionally, it's almost identical to before though, with the exception of the Woodland and the GR Sport versions that are about an inch longer and an inch wider due to their unique styling. Height is also the same except for the Woodland that's 0.8 inches higher due to its suspension lift, and the GR Sport that's 0.6 inches lower for its sportier suspension. The wheelbase is also identical to the last generation, suggesting that there may be a bit of carryover in some places here. They do say it's on the TNGA-K platform still, just like the last generation, but they do say that it gets rigidity improvements for better handling and ride quality. There's also better adhesives to reduce vibrations and road noise. We don't have any interior dimensions yet, but my suspicion is that the interior space will be very similar, if not identical, to the last generation as well, so don't expect any big improvements or any improvements really in that regard as far as spacing goes. The interior is nicely improved though. In addition to the fresh design, you now get a larger 10.5-inch touchscreen as standard, with a 12.9-inch touchscreen now on the Limited, XSE, and GR Sport. That touchscreen is also running the next generation of infotainment software with improved voice commands, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and simultaneous dual Bluetooth connectivity. A 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster is also standard now. Other interior improvements are that the XSE now gets heated and ventilated seats in the front as standard, and some trims will get a smaller new shift-by-wire shifter. As far as the trims go, there's 3 different styles you can see here, with the regular styling coming on the base LE, as well as the XLE and the Limited. There's the rugged styling that's exclusive to the Woodland trim, and then there's the sporty styling that comes on the SE, XSE, and GR Sport. As far as the powertrain options, there's a regular hybrid and a plug-in hybrid version available, and the regular hybrid is now available with front-wheel drive for the first time on the RAV4, and it's also going to be available on the LE, XLE, and SE for that front-wheel drive. Regular hybrid will be available on LE, XLE, Limited, SE, XSE, and Woodland, and the plug-in hybrid will now be available on the SE and XSE, just like you had on the old RAV4 Prime, but you can now get a plug-in hybrid Woodland, and the GR Sport comes only as a plug-in hybrid. The hybrids get the 5th generation hybrid system that uses a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder that does 236 horsepower with all-wheel drive and 226 horsepower with front-wheel drive, and that's 17 more horsepower for the all-wheel drive ones and between 23 to 33 more horsepower than the old regular gas ones, the non-hybridized ones. And there's no fuel economy estimates yet, unfortunately, but this is the first Toyota SUV to get this newest system, so hopefully there will be some nice improvements there. The plug-in hybrid debuts a new 6th generation system that also continues to use the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and does up to 320 horsepower, which is up from the 302 horsepower of the last generation. And the electric range is also improved by about 20% to a Toyota estimated 50 miles now of electric range, which is really solid. Interestingly though, the plug-in hybrid XSE and Woodland will have a CCS port and the ability to do DC fast charging, with a 10% to 80% charge taking about 30 minutes, they say. The SE and GR Sport will have a regular J1772 port for level 1 and level 2 charging through an up to 11 kilowatt onboard AC charger. So no fast charging capability for those ones for some reason. I'm not sure why we have 2 different ports here, depending on which trim you get, but it's also interesting that neither of these will have the Tesla style NACS port, considering the new electric Toyotas that just came out this week are switching to that, as is basically everybody else. So maybe that'll come, for a later model year, but in the meantime, that's what we have for now. We also don't have all the details yet for the Woodland and the GR Sport trims, but the Woodland will get about a 1/2-inch higher ride height, they say, along with all-terrain tires. The unique styling you see here, including the integrated rigid industries LED lights, as well as raised roof rails with crossbars and more, according to Toyota. And it can also tow more now, up to 3,500 pounds, and that higher rating also applies to the hybrid all-wheel drive versions of the XLE, SE, XSE, and Limited, as well as the plug-in hybrid SE and XSE. All the others tow 1,750 pounds. The GR Sport, they say, was developed in partnership with Gazoo Racing, with GR-tuned suspension and steering, better body rigidity, the unique styling, unique 20-inch wheels with an increased offset on summer tires, and more again. So we'll learn more about that in the future. But the 2026 RAV4 also debuts Toyota's Safety Sense 4.0, but we don't have any details yet of what those improvements will bring. They just say it'll be hardware and detection capabilities. And then the last new thing are the colors. There's 4 new colors, including Urban Rock and Everest, that are exclusive to the Woodland, plus Meteor Shower and Storm Cloud. And there's a total of 9 single-tone colors and 4 two-tone options. And for now, Toyota is only saying they'll arrive at Toyota dealerships later this year sometime, and that pricing will be revealed closer to that launch, but no idea as far as how much later this year or what. But anyways, that's all the info we have for now on the 2026 RAV4. Let me know your thoughts on it all in the comments below. Subscribe once again for more coverage of the new RAV4 in the future. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.